Another day gone by. Man, did a bunch of stuff today. I was out for like almost 3.5 hours running errands. Ooh, I was tired. Well, luckily found out my eyes are perfectly fine. I don't have any eye problems. My glasses are fine too. So I really don't need to do much in terms of my eyes. I don't need new glasses, thank God. Got my car uh, washed and waxed from Costco. Picked up a bunch of stuff. I got my tires filled up because there was a leak. I got my did a bunch of buying a bunch of stuff. Took out the furniture out to the front, so that's going to get disposed of this morning. Yeah, everything's running good. The only thing left to do right now is the finishing up the bathtub, which I'm trying to get a hold of my friend, but he hasn't been replying back to me. And I don't know what's going on. He's gonna get quiet, so I don't know. I hope he's okay. I hope it's nothing bad happened. Okay, let's see. More bosses today. Just gonna figure out them fire bosses. Get more characters to 80. Get more pulls. So I'm planning to get all those characters up to 80, so I get another 7, another 8 set of pulls. And then I'll get another 5 from the reset, and then I'll be at my pity. Plus the one from the battle pass. So I should be right at about pity.
Fate is upon you. Embrace the ice. By royalty, my apologies.
What's up, Milo man? How you doing? What's going on with you? Everything going okay? If you can you hear me okay or no? I don't know if I'm too far away. Can you hear me?
Ad Astra.
Okay, just making sure. For another day of dealing? Dealing? What do you mean dealing? Like dealing blackjack tables? What do you mean?
another deal fight. Unthinkable. Yeah. Whirling snow.
As you wish, Swing for Night.
Take flight.
Yeah, that's good. There's much going on here, man. Yeah, it took me taking an extra day off next week to recover. Like, I just want to take 3 days off from work. I want to enjoy some time off because I won't be able to take time off once the October end of October hits. I won't be able to take vacation off anymore. And work's going to be mandatory, 53 hours a week, and I'm like, I'm going to be so tired. I have to do that probably for like 3 months straight. I'm going to be really tired. Not looking forward to it, but gotta do it, you know? Yeah, that's another reason why I'm taking Thursday off to go see Venom. So Thursday, I'm gonna go see Venom at 4:30. We're gonna probably go to dinner afterwards, and then after that, I'm gonna come home and play Melty Blood all night. I'm also gonna play it after Wednesday. I get off work Wednesday. I'll be playing Melty Blood all night too. Looking forward to it. Gotta get ready for that Melty Blood. Melty Blood incoming. It's only 8 days away. Getting excited. Can't wait to dive into that game. So just waiting to do that. Yeah, the game looks really hype. It's looking so much fun. So much better than Strive by like a mile. It's not even funny.
Delve into destiny. Written in the stars. Kamisato art. By royalty. Whirling snow. Yeah.
Yeah, Strive is hot garbage. Like I said, you're preaching to the choir, man. I know this. I know it's garbage. You don't have to tell me because I know what's up.
I've become stronger.
Preaching to the choir, kid. Yeah, it actually has combos. Yes, that is true. It does. It has fun combos. Awesome combos. Game actually looks engaging. Doesn't look like it's going to be boring. You know, whereas Strive just gets boring very fast. If you want a boring game, play Strive. You'll get bored real fast.
Shadows of fate. Oh, freaking! My apologies. So rude. Let me scroll. By royalty, whirling snow.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm already sold. Like, I don't think the game's going to be boring at all. It doesn't look boring at all. It really doesn't. It looks really fun. It looks fun. It looks engaging. Character variety is cool. The music is fucking amazing. I think the soundtrack actually it might even be better than Strive. That's no joke. But the music is really on point.
Square the sky.
It's got a lot of nice variety. I think the variety is more varied than Strive's music. But yeah, it's overall just a very good game. It's just well made.
Shadows of fate.
They put a lot of love into it, a lot of thought. They knew to make it engaging for Melty Blood lovers and while adding something new. You know, I know a lot of people don't like the some of the new mechanics, and some people are not fond of the pairing.
Delve into destiny. Whirling snow. Barbados. Goodness. Let me scroll. Oh,
I think it reminds me of Xrd actually, because of the parry mechanic reminds me of Blitz Shield.
take flight. Get away then. Let night fall.
What do I think of Cross Type Battle? I hate that game. I hate that game. I think that game is garbage. I played that game for a bit and then I got bored of it really fast. I don't like the systems in that game. Like, it's got great characters, you know, awesome music, because, you know, all that music's pretty classic for those games. But it's just, the gameplay's crap. I think the gameplay is way too simplified. I don't like the way it feels. It's just, there's too much overemphasis on accessibility in that game. I don't like how the auto combo system is the primary system is for the combos. It just doesn't feel good to me. Like I said, love the representation of characters.
Reveal. Decided by destiny. Sakura swirl. Take flight.
Yeah, I just don't like the game in general. I just think it's a bad game. Just being honest. It's just not a very good game. I mean, Melty it does have an auto combo system similar to Persona, which I was fine with that system. Persona's auto combo system was fine because it wasn't your primary source of damage or your most optimal source of damage. I like the fact that it was a tool used to incorporate into pressure. So, because there were unique normals that you could only get out of the auto combo. So I thought that was kind of cool that you can mix up that stuff into your normal mix-ups. So I was like, okay, that's a good way to do it. But it's just, I hate it when the whole system revolves around auto combos, and where the auto combos are the most optimal routes, where manual stuff is completely pointless. So I don't like that. I think that's a buzzkill for me. I just don't want to play. Because, like, oh, why do all the fancy cool stuff? There's no reason to do it. The incentive to do unique stuff is really minimal. Yeah, I agree with the auto combos can be like a negative if you make it too much emphasis on it. But I'm glad it's not the case. With the new Melty Blood, it's an option, but it's not the best option. Like I said, the thing that people are bitching about is the fact that they feel that the parry system is going to be way too strong, and everybody's just going to abuse it. That's what a lot of people are worried about. That everybody's going to just hide behind the parry system and just not fight. They're just going to be like, oh, I don't have to respect anything you do. I'm just going to spam parry.
Find shelter from the rain.
I was like, I don't think it's going to be that broken. I think it'll be strong. You definitely have to re-examine your pressure. But I don't think it's going to be to the point where it just ruins the entire game and then all you do is just button mash parry. I just don't see that happening. We'll see though. We have not played the game. The one thing I do like, and one guy said it was a good thing, is the fact that nobody's played it means it's going to be equal experience for everybody because nobody has an advantage. There's no beta to test. There's no, there's nothing you can really do to really practice because, you know, nobody knows how to do stuff. So, which is a good thing. I think that's a very good thing. It's nice to keep kind of be in the dark, so it makes the experience more interesting. So that's when I get the most excited is when I'm playing a game and I know nothing about it. It's all learning and just experiencing things. That's where I think the game's going to be really fun. It's not like, oh, it's exactly the same as the previous game. It just looks better. No, it's actually a different game. It's familiar, but it's different. So it does have core Melty Blood stuff at the core of the game. It is Melty Blood, but there are things in the game that make it different, which I like.
Delve into destiny. Written in the stars. By royalty. Let me scribe.
Let's see that. But yeah, like I said, all good so far. I'm not really. There's nothing in the game that's really off-putting to me. Everything looks good. Obviously, I want to make sure the netcode is good. If the netcode is garbage, then we have a problem. And the game's going to die really fast. At that point, no one's going to play it, and it's going to just fall into oblivion. I hope that's not the case. I hope it's excellent netcode, and it's a good experience. Please, Melty, don't disappoint.
Add asterisk.
But we'll see what happens.
Time to act.
Don't get frostbite.
Witness the power of Fuhua.
So sorry.
Not good. Let me leave you first.
Dodge this. This will be frozen.
No, my sword.
I know. All these. Oh man. Not great items. I know how to use all these characters. Beto is Bay.
Cool it. Oh, so sorry.
Tenacious.
Don't get frostbite.
You can't run. Shiver. Judgment. Yeah. You can't run.
And a new character. Let's see what she's like. I don't know if I care for this character. I don't know. We'll see. One was trying to make from HP 18 by character, apply wet status to nearby opponents, and uses her element to burst. She deals hyper damage to nearby opponents. The Stormwind Guard, which temporarily increases the damage dealt by normal and target attacks. Element to boost and also enhance, to deal AoE Hydra damage, additional element to drop during the trial, and to for the slow testing of this trial character's bursts. Oh, she doesn't have a true string. She just has 3 attacks. It's cute, though. A little twirl she does kind of cute.
Rebuild.
She summons a little jellyfish. Guess it pulses water. It's wet status. Interesting. Let's check her out.
Freeze!
it's hard.
This will be frozen in time.
Try not to. Hold the line.
Man, she's pretty fucking hard hitter for a water user. Man, she hits pretty damn hard. Wasn't expecting that for a water user. As far as her moveset, I mean, it's alright. Nothing, like, mind-blowing. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. It's alright. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright. She's cool. She's alright. I don't know if I want to go out of my way for her, but she's alright. Now, as far as if I want to pull on this banner, that's the question. Do I want to pull on this banner? That's the question. Mining. Oh yeah, nothing much else goes. Just like I said, I'm just waiting. Nothing bad lately, man. I've been sleeping like shit. Last week or so, I've been sleeping really bad. I've been tossing and turning. Hoping I can get my sleep schedule back on track because it's all screwed up right now. This will be done. This will be done. Or this one. Not like I need to do all of it. Do I want to pull? I can pull like 5,000 gems worth. I would like to get some more Rosarios and what's her name? And Betos. 2 Rosarios, I need 4 more. And Beto, I have. Let's see. So Rosario. I need way more. Rosario, Beto, I have 2 more. So, not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and do some pulls. Let's see what we get. No, controller. See if we get anything. Stem pull. There's a Beto. Take it. Not a great pull, but it's a Beto. I'll take a Beto. So it's 10, this is 20. Come on, Beto and Rosario. Cool. 2 Betos. That's awesome. Can't complain. But I can't complain that it's now I'm all out of Betos. So Beto's finished. Take it. Yeah, I might want to stop. I mean, I could still push. It's just, do I want to? It's one of those things of, do I really want to push? I can. You know, I just want Rosarios. I'd love to have like 2 Rosarios. And I would stop at that point and be like, I'll get some more later. Because I'm pushing my luck at this point. Because now it's just one character I want. I already have C6 the other 2, so I feel like it might be a waste. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll just do 2 more and stop. That's 3,200, so it'll be at 10,000. That's 40 pulls. And I can just stop at that point. And then just start building up again. By the time I, need another 5-star, it'll probably be like a whole banner away or something. I do want more Rosarios, but is it worth it? That's the question. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? And it's possible I might get the gold too, and then I get her. I mean, it's cool if I get her, whatever, but now let's try a couple. I'm gonna try 20 more pulls. See if I get. God damn it. That was not good. That was a weapon. God damn it. Here we go. This is the bad pulls. I knew I shouldn't have pulled. Of course I'm gonna get characters I don't need. Lovely. Alright. It's gonna be my last one. I'm not gonna pull anymore after this thing because I'm gonna have bad luck. This is it for me. Come on, Rosario. I'm not holding my breath. Huh? Why did she come up? That shouldn't have happened. Man, that should have not happened there. That was bad, man. Wow, that was a bad pull. Alright, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. That's a sign to stop. I'm done with this banner. Yeah, fuck that. That was bad. That was bad. That was real bad. Like, what the fuck? Why did a character that's not supposed to be on the banner pull up? Like, the odds are supposed to be so low for that. And it happened. I'm like, no, screw you. No, get out of my head, Charles. Alright, that's 40 pulls. That's enough. I'll save it for the next banner. This Homa's supposed to be in the next banner. So I'm gonna. Whatever that dude's name is, I forget. I think it's Torma. Yeah, he's in the next banner. I'll just save it for him. Hopefully I get him in like 30 pulls or 20 pulls. That way I don't have to worry too much. I get him and then I just save my pity.
Silver. Thoughts reveal the gleam of the fruit upon on frost-smelling branches. How picturesque. Only some tea to make the setting more complete.
Tired. Okay, I don't know what time I pulled. I forgot what time I pulled. Let's see. Oh. Hey Necron, how you doing? What's going on with you, dude? You doing okay? I know you haven't been by in a while. Figure you're probably doing stuff. Not like you've been missing much, dude. It's just I've been just playing Genshin. You've been kind of depressed. Is that why? Well, that's good. I mean, it's good to invest your mind into something. That's always good, dude. So if 14 makes you feel happy and you feel productive, I mean, that's cool. Do it. Play it. I mean, I wish I can get involved in an MMO, but it just doesn't do anything for me. I know the feeling in MMO, believe me. I know the feeling of addiction, and that's good. It's always good to have positivity in your life. Yeah, it's nice to have to direct positive energy into something you like, because then it makes you improves your mood, it makes you focus. You just overall just feel better. There's really no negatives to being positive. It's when you don't have anything to focus on. But yeah, I hear you, man. That's good though. I'm glad. I've been trying to get back on my weight loss and taking care of the house, like doing chores and stuff. Trying to, because lately games haven't been doing too much for me because there's not really much I want to play right now. So I've been like it's just been Genshin, and Genshin hasn't been really doing much for me. It's kind of boring. Just because I'm just doing the same thing all the time, and it just gets old after a while. The only reason I play is because, I try to stay up to date with the gems, with my dailies. Games lately, man, I ain't gonna lie, games lately have been pretty lackluster. This year has been the worst year for video games for me. By far the worst. I've been the most bored this year with video games. Hands down. Not too happy with the state of video games right now. There's not a lot of good ideas, there's just not a lot coming out. Not a lot I care about. I heard it's okay. Like, I heard it's good, but they said the DLC is really predatory. Which pisses me off. The game is not very long. I heard it's like 30 hours, 35. It's pretty short for a Tales game. That's really short. And most Tales games I know, they're like 80 hours, 100 hours, but 30 something hours? That doesn't sound very good. So, also, I've heard complaints about it. That the systems feel very archaic. Like, the game is dark, um, but they said there's a lot of choices in the game that make it feel like the game's being held back.
Where should we go for a walk?
There's a lot of tropes with the old school style RPGs that, for some reason, developers won't let go. So it makes the game feel more archaic in some ways. Like, I wish Japan would stop latching on to the old ideas so much. Like, dude, get away from that shit. Like, that shit's old. Like, Tales back in the day was revolutionary. Like, you didn't see RPGs like that. Now it's just like, guys, come on. That shit's like 15 years old. Like, get off that idea shit. You need to expand on it. You need to improve it. You need to get rid of the old that doesn't work anymore and improve it with the new. Or try something new. Reinvent the series. And make it better. But they put stuff in the game that makes it feel old-fashioned in a bad way. So, I've read reviews. There's people that have a lot of mixed reviews. I can see why it's mixed. There's some good things about it, but there's bad things too. So, I don't know. It just doesn't look like it's one of the strong entries. That's just me, though. I hate the fact that it's still arena based, which is like, get away from that arena based shit. I hate the battles going into the turn based bullshit. I hate that. Like, get away from that shit. That's old. Like, that shit is like it's just so behind the times. It's like, come on. You gotta make it full. It just, for a game that wants to be action, it doesn't go all the way. It goes the way on some stuff, but then other stuff, it's like, no, it's turn based. I'm like, like, it's contradictory with the gameplay, and I think it kind of ruins the pacing. Makes it feel clunky. So I hope in the next one they change something, because that shit just doesn't work. I mean, even Attila Riza, tried something new. Granted, I didn't really care for it much, but at least it tried something new. I'd respect you just for trying. You might come up with something interesting. But if you just keep doing the same thing all the time, it gets old after a while. It really does. It's like Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is not... That's a series that just never grows up. It's stuck in the past. Dragon Quest 11 is still old school 2000 style RPG. Not even earlier than that, like 90s RPG style. I'm just like, oh my god, get away from this shit. Yeah, they don't want to take any risks because they're afraid they're going to lose their player base. I'm like, you can take risks. I think you can, because it's going to get stale. It eventually gets stale, and then you bring out games too often for the series. Nothing changes, and it's just like, oh, it's just another game. Even like Resident Evil had to change it up after a while. Resident Evil was getting stale after a point. Like Resident Evil, Code Veronica was like the pinnacle of that style of gameplay. It was getting stale. It's like, dude, you gotta change the gameplay. This shit's old. This whole tank style gameplay is just not very intuitive. So that's why they made Resident Evil 4, and it was such a drastic improvement in gameplay. Like, this is much better. And then granted, the action got a little out of hand, and I was like, okay, I don't like this. But the gameplay itself at least changed direction, and then Resident Evil 7 went back to the roots, but it incorporated the new gameplay. It worked. 8 was good. So it's good to mix it up, so things don't get stale. Yeah, I mean, it's cool that they're remaking Coder, but at the same time, what are they going to do to it? If it's just a crap show game where it's not even a Coder game, but at the same time, I don't want it just to be HD graphics of the exact same gameplay and don't change anything, then that's not good either. I mean, yeah, KOTOR was good back in the day, but if you just make it exactly the same way now and just make the graphics look better, that's not good either. But if you go too far of a departure where it's not even the same game and it's just a shameless cash grab, that's bad too. So you need to make it an improvement to the gameplay. Make the game have a nice. It's nice to have a shiny coat of paint, but you gotta improve everything about the original game. Make it better. Make it more. You have to incorporate modern day quality of life adjustments, but improve the things that are bad about the game. Make them better. Keep the things that are good and improve upon them. You want it to be like, oh man, it's even better than the original. Like that's what you want. That's what you want. That's what the fans want. I don't want just an exact copy. Because that's boring too. Because dude, I played Coder back in the day. I don't want to play Coder again. I don't care about Coder though. I'm not a Star Wars fan, so I can care less about Knights of the Old Republic. I'm not a fan of the movies really. I'm not a fan of the games. So Star Wars is not an IP I care about. Yeah, I don't like the new movies. I like the original trilogy, 4 through 6. 4 through 6 is good. The prequels, I think, are terrible. Then the new ones, they're okay. Not a big, it's whatever to me. I'm just not a Star Wars or even a Trekkie. I don't even like either one. I'm just not a fan. What do I think of the Guilty Gear Strive soundtrack? It's good for the most part. I think Melty Blood soundtrack is better. And I know people are like, oh, you're just saying it out of spite because you hate Guilty Gear, so you're just picking on it because... No, I mean, Strive is a good soundtrack. I will say Strive has a lot of tracks that leave to be desired. I'm not a fan of certain tracks in Strive. Particularly, I don't like Jacko's theme. I think it's the worst song in the game. I don't like it at all. It's so out of place in Guilty Gear. It's this is a Guilty Gear song? I wouldn't even know. It doesn't feel like a Guilty Gear song at all. It's it's such a happy-go-lucky song. It's you'd find it in an ending for an anime or something. It just sounds weird. Like a slice of life anime or something. And then May's song is the same way. It just doesn't sit right with me. It just sounds out of place. It's this is Guilty Gear? Confused? I don't know what to think about this. It just feels foreign. As a song itself, it's okay. But in the game, I don't want to fight to this. Yeah, I think Jacko's by far is the worst theme in the game. Maze is bottom tier too. But there are some bangers. Don't get me wrong, there are some bangers in Strive. But personally, I think Exert's soundtrack is better. Overall, Exert has a better soundtrack. And XX has a stellar soundtrack. But yeah, as far as Strive overall, it's a good soundtrack. It's just not a great soundtrack. It's good. It's solid. I give it a 8.58. It's good. It's definitely worth the listen. It's got some bangers. But I will say, not all the songs are bangers. Maybe half of them are bangers. So I still rate it high, but it's definitely not like Exurg's level. I gave that soundtrack like a 9. And then XX is like probably up there at 9 too. 9, 9.5. But yeah, Strive is like an 8.5. There's just a couple songs that could kind of fall kind of flat. Well, Guilty Gear sold out. That's why Guilty Gear is trying to to appeal to the mass. That's why everything's changed so much. The gameplay has changed. The music has changed direction. The gameplay has changed. The art visuals have changed direction. Everything has changed. It's not the same game anymore. It's not made for us. It's not made for the Guilty Gear fans. It's made for the newcomers. So, and I realize that. That's why I'm like, whatever. I just give up on it. I just push the game to the side, and I'm just like, I'm done with this game. I don't care about it. I really don't care. I got something new to put my energy into now. I got Melty Blood. Melty Blood is my savior. Melty Blood, I think, is going to be the game that delivers that Strive couldn't do.
Another test subject.
It's kind of sad. I don't want to like put Guilty Gear into the grave, but it's kind of sad. My favorite fighting game of all time, my series, become one of my most dreaded series now because of that entry in the series. It's like, yep, going from love to hate. That's bad. That's really bad. I feel bad. I feel terrible for doing it too, but it's the truth. I don't like Strive. I really don't. I hate it. I think it's a terrible game. It's a boring game. It's boring. It's not made for us. It's not made for Guilty Gear lovers. So, and I'd rather direct my energy into something else. There's better stuff out there that do it better, that's just more interesting. It's just Strive is just not a very interesting game. It's like junk food. It's not very good junk food, but it's junk food. It's a game where you play it for a brief moment, like 30 minutes, and you're kind of done with it. You're just done with it. There's nothing really more to say. I don't want to invest time into it. I really don't. Even when Jam comes out, it's going to be the same thing. When I play it, Jam's going to be butchered to fuck. She's going to be boring to play. She's going to have limited options. And it's just going to be a boring game. So, even my favorite character, is not going to save it. Don't be surprised if I pick her up, play her for like 2 days, and I immediately drop her. They're like, okay, that was whatever. Next. At that point, and the rest of the characters, I don't care about. I don't care about the other 2 characters that are coming out in the season pass, so I'm going to be just skipping that. Just skip the music, that's all. But yeah, Melty Blood, man. Trying to direct my positive energy into Melty Blood. I got too much negative energy with Guilty Gear. So I'm trying to redirect the energy into something positive. Which, Melty Blood makes me happy. Guilty Gear just makes me mad. So I'm really bitter when I talk about Guilty Gear now. And I'll be honest, there's a lot of people that love the game, and I just leave them alone. Even my friends, they love it. And I'm just like, sorry, I have nothing to contribute, so I just don't talk about it. Because all I'm going to do is get upset. And then I make them feel bad, and then they don't want to talk to me, and I'm like, you know what? See you around. Like, we'll talk again down the road or something. I just don't care. I'm not saying I'm going to stop being friends with people because they like Strive. I'm just saying I used to hang out in their streams and watch them play games. And now I'm just lurking. If they're playing Strive, I just lurk. I don't say anything because there's nothing for me to talk about. I mean, what am I gonna say? You know, I hate the game. They don't want to hear that because they love it. So I just don't say anything. So pretty much, you know, Melty Blood will definitely open people up to me. I think a lot of people will talk to me when Melty Blood comes out because they're gonna I'm gonna be super into it. So they're gonna see the positive side with me, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, like fucking Melty Blood's the shit. Step right up, guys. Let's play an awesome game. I'm ready for my crack. Give me that lovely crack, man. I'm ready for that Melty Blood crack. And you know when I like something is even when I'm losing, I'm still enjoying it. That's a good sign. That's always a good sign. But yeah, I think tomorrow is going to be the reveal for the last character for Melty Blood. And I heard that it's supposedly either one, it's going to be a returning character. I don't know who. Or two, it's going to be a guest character, and they're saying it's going to be Saber. So, I don't know yet. This is all speculation. We'll know on Thursday. So I think today they're going to announce it. Okay, the last character is going to be shown tomorrow. Get ready. And we'll see it and who it is. So, very curious who it is. But if it is Saber, I mean, that'd be cool. If Saber's in the game, like, oh, sweet, Saber. It's not I'm not a big Saber fan, but, you know, it's cool to see under Fate Stay Night get representation in Melty Blood. I remember Saber when I played her in Nitro Plus Blasters when she was a guest character. I thought that was really cool. I didn't use her, but it was cool to see her in there. But we'll see. Been watching the videos with gameplay footage and. Hey Herkimer, how you doing? Good to see you, dude. I pulled 40 pulls. I just stopped though. I got 2 Betos and 2 repeats. It was really shitty pulls. So I'm not gonna go all the way. I'm down to 10,000 gems. I don't want to risk it. It's not worth it to me. But how you doing, dude? Doing all right? Me. What's going on with you? If you're there. Yeah, I mean, she's cool. She does a lot of damage. I will say that. but I don't know if I want to go for her. I mean, I could. I got the gems. I could possibly get her. But also at the same time, too, the banner, I'm already C6 on 2 of the characters, so I'm going to get a lot of dupes. So I don't think that's worth it. I only need Rosaria from the banner, so I don't think it's worth it. I'll wait till Rosaria comes in another banner with characters I need. Because the problem is, if you just keep pulling dupes, you're just wasting gems. So, and I don't want to just pull for 1 5-star. So, that's good. You've been playing Tales of Arise. I haven't seen you in a while. I mean, I'm guessing you haven't been playing Genshin. That's why you haven't been coming by. I know you kind of just show up when you're playing Genshin. And I understand. You know, Genshin's been getting kind of boring lately. Just because there's not a lot to do. Yeah, I love Genshin, but there's just not enough to do at times, unfortunately. Good game, but lacking content as usual. A lot of people have been stopping playing Genshin because of that reason. It's just the updates. You know, they're good and all. Lately, they've been. You know, I've already finished all of Inazuma stuff. The only thing new I haven't done is the new storyline for the new character. I haven't done the Dracana chapter. Supposed to do that. You know, once I'm done with that, there's nothing left for me to do. I'm probably gonna do this later in the week. I'm tired right now. I might do it on the weekend. Maybe do it on Sunday or something. Saturday. The Saturday I got a party, so I can't really stay up too late. So I'll probably just do it Saturday. But yeah, that's all I've been doing, dude. Just leveling characters, and right now I'm trying to get everybody up to 80 right now. I'm getting every single character up to 80. So I'm basically trying to do it for wishes. So I got to get all these guys up. I just got Amber up to 80. I got Luke to 70. I got to do all these guys to 80. So that'll give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more wishes for the generic banner. And then I'll go towards my my soft pity. Once I get all those done, plus my reset on my what do you call it? Reset on the store, I'll have enough to get pity. I'll get another 5-star. I don't know who I'm gonna get. Hopefully it's a character I need, like Chi-Chi or somebody. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. You're probably going about it a better way. The problem is the game makes me play every day because of the rewards. You know, I'm kind of obligated to do it because of the gems. The gems make me play. So I have to if I want to stay ahead. You know, because if I don't play the game, then I don't get gems, and then I can't get characters, and then I don't want to spend money. So it's one of those things of I've already stopped buying the battle pass, so I'm just buying only the Welkin Moon for the minimal amount of gems. It keeps me playing, you know, for the dailies. Well, yeah, ultimately, I do just want to do that. I just want to log in for the dailies and what I need to do, and then I'm done. You know, I literally would like to just play for 30 minutes and just be done. Get everything done in 30 minutes, be done. I don't want to do anything more. And it's slow. You know, I want to get off as quick as possible, do what I need to do, get my gems, use my resin, level up my characters, get it all done, earn money. You know, 30 minutes, you're done. Play something else. Ultimately, that's what I want to do. You know, because there's nothing else to do. I mean, all I do is stand here. It's like Final Fantasy 11. That's what I used to do. I would just sit in town and do nothing because I'm bored, and there's not much to do because I did everything. See, I'm at that point in the game where I've done everything, so there's just nothing for me to do. Only thing I can do is level characters. Level characters and dailies. That's all I can do. The occasional like new storyline or new event. That's temporary though. But yeah, ultimately, yeah, that's all I do. So I've done too much in this game where it's like, yeah, I'm, I almost have 100% on everything. Missing a small percentage here, which I'll get later. Not in a rush. But ultimately, it's just. What's up, Samurai? How you doing? No one's playing Plus R? Well, yeah, because everybody's playing Strive because of netcode. And Plus R is too difficult. Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely better lobbies, but it's not what everybody's playing now. That's the thing. Oh, I'm not saying the netcode is bad. I'm just saying people are going to play what the new game is. Obviously, Strive is the newer game, and it has rollback. Of course, people are going to play that instead. That's just a given. And I'm glad they fixed Plus R's netcode. They made it even better. It's good. I'm glad. But if you're going to try to take away the Strive players, that's not going to work. Because they're not going to play a game that's when many people are not very invested in it. You need a crowd. If it had thousands of people playing it all the time, then yeah, everybody would probably be playing it. But since it's only like a few dozen, yeah, you don't gotta tell me, Herkimer, dude. Herkimer, believe me, you don't have to tell me. The Strive lobbies are garbage. You don't have to tell me, dude. All right, we're done. We're done with today. I'm not gonna do the mission till, like I said, Saturday. Not in the mood. I am not in the mood right now. Yeah, we're just gonna chill for a little bit before I go to bed. Ah, man. But yeah, I'm just waiting for Melty Blood, man. That's all I'm doing, man. Just waiting here. Uh, they announced one game. I'm happy they finally announced the release date for. They finally announced um, the release date for Freedom Planet 2. Finally, really happy about that. So they just announced it, I think, a few days ago. So I'm really excited about that game. That game's awesome. Gotta show Freedom Planet 2 love. Looks really. I looked at the latest trailer was just a slightly updated trailer. It's nothing. There's no um, new footage. But yeah, spring. So it comes out April. So I'm really happy about that. So finally, this game's coming out. Get to finally play it. Been keeping an eye on this series for a long time, for like years. Glad it's coming out. There's a couple games coming out next month too. Like I'd say Fatal Frame 5 is gonna come out. Unfortunately, it's not been updated yet. It'll eventually show on here. And then Alan Wake is coming out. The Alan Wake remaster that's coming out. I think it's only on Epic Store. It comes out next week. No, 2 weeks. Sorry, 2 weeks. As far as anything else, nothing else really. Like I said, Melty Blood. We're 8 days away. We're about a week away. We're 1 week away from awesome goodness. We are waiting for it. Oh, they actually showed a trailer for the dub. Oh, let me check this out. Oh, cool. You have to check this out. Hold on, give me a second. They showed a trailer for Phantom Breaker Omnia for the dub. Just curious what it sounds like. I might pick this game up. I heard it got delayed till next year, but I'm gonna check it out.
It's one thing to get a wish granted, but a wish that would change the very nature of the world. Is that even possible?
I never wanted this power. Remember that.
The Kumon school accepts no defeat. Mess with the ninja, and you get the jutsu. Please feel the pressure at your service.
Proactivia Vintage.
Can't take the heat.
You ready for some mini magic?
Execution complete.
I've come from the future to end yours.
Keep talking. Let's do this.
Evil be vanished. Joshua I'm going to be the best. Must be done.
I fight for my sister. This is a matter of life and death.
My blades
Matthew
are
Mercer's
thirsty.
nice.
When I fight, it's all or
It's
nothing.
When I play to win. No one's stronger than me, Kaito.
It's over. You're winning.
Dance for me, you sack of meat. Defeating you will be the work of a single minute.
I will have my revenge.
This is the world of Stein's Gate.
Kidding. Don't kid me.
Sword that I would protect him. I won't rest until I become the strongest in the realm. That is all the case.
Humans are such filthy creatures.
Can't wait to break you open.
Looks good. At the Like I said, I might check this out when it comes out. So it looks pretty cool. So yeah, I got delayed till the beginning of the year, so 30th is Thursday. I already got the day off for it, so I'll be streaming it day one. I asked for my job if I can take Thursday off. They said, yeah, go ahead. So I already got my time off approved. So I'm going to get a 3-day weekend next week. So I get off 2 a.m. on Wednesday into Thursday, so I'll start streaming it when I get off work. Probably stream it till like 6 in the morning, then go to sleep, and then I'm going to go watch the Venom movie with my dad. And then probably after that, go get something to eat, then come back home and just play Melty all night. And then do the same thing on Friday. So, that'd be cool. As far as anything else, I'm just looking through the looking era. Nothing. It's just there's just not a lot to get excited about in games right now. There's not really a lot right now. It's just there, you know? There's really not much going on. So, yeah, I understand about Silk Song, Her and Grimmer. I'm waiting for that game, but that game is in development hell right now. I don't know when it's coming out, so you're just gonna have to wait till they feel like releasing it. Yeah, there's just a lot less games I'm concerned with, like as far as excited for. There's just not a lot of games I care about. There's just a lot of games I just really don't give a shit about. Like, I'm looking at all the list of new games, and there's like 90% of them I could give two shits less about. Like, they're just not interesting. A lot of them are just either genres I don't care about. They're remakes or re-releases that, oh, another fucking re-release, you know? I mean, I will say re-releases of games gets kind of annoying after a while. It's like when you see, oh, look, it's another re-release of fucking Grand Theft Auto or a fucking re-release of Skyrim. You're like, oh boy. You can tell it's just a lack of ideas. There's nothing new to, like, to get excited about. Companies are just not making anything interesting anymore. It's just a lack of ideas, a lack of motivation. It's a lack of risk. People are just doing the same shit, making safe bets, copying what's popular, and that's it. That's all you get. And you get games that are like really incomplete, lack substance, tons of DLC, tons of microtransactions, and I'm like, I don't care. I really don't care. It almost kills my mood to play games. Oh yeah, I mean, it's nice to preserve games. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm against re-releasing old classic titles to preserve them. There's nothing wrong with preserving history. That's a good idea. But it's just when the companies are just milking the game. Oh, see, again, Skyrim is a perfect example. How many times has Skyrim been re-released for every goddamn system? And multiple times? It's like, oh man, for the 11th time, oh man, it's Skyrim Ultimate Edition. Oh, the collector's edition. It's like, what's new? What is new about it? There's nothing new. It's the same game. It hasn't changed. But they keep re-releasing it because they know fucking millions of people buy it when it's the same goddamn game. It's not like it's any different. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 did the same shit. Look, PS5 did. That game is, what, 9 years or 10 years old? It came out in 2011? For God's sakes? Come on, dude. 2011, dude. That game is 10 fucking years old. Like, my God, give it a rest already. Make another Grand Theft Auto. It's time. But they don't do that because they don't have to, because people keep rebuying it. I'm glad at least people are finally starting to get fed up with it. I saw the latest trailer and people were just downvoting it to hell. Like, fuck this game. Like, oh my God, nobody fucking cares about it. You know, like you're yesterday's news, man. Nobody gives a shit. You know, but the problem is the people still buy it. That's the problem. You get the millions of people that still fucking buy it. Because, oh, it's Grand Theft Auto. It's such a good game. I'm like, oh my God. It's cool if you never played it before, and then it's a great experience because it'll be new to you. But for people that have bought it initially and then bought it again and they buy it again and they buy it again, it's just, after a point, it's like, enough, you know? I get it. Like, make a new game. Make the next entry. My God, why can't you do that? A lot of times I don't want to play a remaster or remake. Like, Final Fantasy VII, I think, is the right way to do a remake because it's familiar, but it's completely different. It feels, it's a new experience. Fans of old and new can enjoy it. It's not a downgrade, it's an upgrade. It's just, that's the right way to do it. That's how you do a remake. You fucking make it better. You know, if they would have made, if 7 Remake was literally just better graphics with the exact same gameplay, oh, I would have hated it. I wouldn't even played it. I was like, oh, it's turn-based bullshit? Yeah, fuck this. Yeah, fuck this shit. I don't want to play this. Yeah, that would bore me to tears. You want to put me to sleep? That'll put me to sleep real quick. But yeah, ultimately, it's just finding new experiences. I mean, that's why I look for newer games, games that are just fresh. There's good games out there. It's just there's not as many now, and I've played too many games. That's the thing. I have such a large history of games under my belt. So finding new experiences is getting more difficult as I get older because I played so much. There are other games I can play, but a lot of games out there are just not very interesting to me. I'm a lot pickier now. I've just played too much. And there's just certain genres I know I won't enjoy. I'm not into sports games. I'm not into competitive first-person shooters anymore. I'm not into racing games. I used to. Um, Fighting games are getting lost of interest with me. I used to love fighting games. Now it's becoming worse and worse with my taste. And I don't like the new direction of most fighting games now because it's the oversimplification route. Melty Blood is going to try to bring that back, obviously bring me back to the more gameplay style I like. But while trying to make something new. At least Melty Blood is not compromising its identity and doing less. It's trying to do more. It's like, oh, we're making the game even, we're maintaining everything good about Melty Blood, but improving on it. That's what I want. Like, make it even better. Make the game better. Add more, make the game a deeper game. And I'm sure with patches and stuff, it's going to get even better. That team is really good about making Melty Blood a lot deeper over time. New iterations will come out, it'll become even better. More characters, more modes, it's going to get better. And that's what I want. I want advancements. I don't want regression. And it seems like nowadays with fighting games, we're just regressing. We're just simplifying, regressing, taking away options. Less to do. More streamlined. Not very engaging. You don't really have to think too much because there's just not much to it. It doesn't really engage my brain, so I get bored easy. That's why I don't play Strive, because I play it and I get bored really fast because the game is just not very engaging. It's the truth. I need to be engaged when I play a game. I want to be like staring at the screen, just enthralled with what I'm doing, focusing, concentrating on what I'm doing, and making my brain work like crazy. Because there's so much to take in, and then it's kind of like a sensory overload. And I like that. I like the overload because the overload stimulates me. It gets me excited. It gives me a reason to think. It gives me a reason to go, oh man, I'll look at all these what if scenarios. And I just start dissecting it and start going to town and then seeing how can I crack the code. Like, what can I do to make this game makes it so much fun. Well, it's simple, man. It's simple gameplay. He's good because he has long range normals that keeps you out of distance. You don't have a way to retaliate him from a distance. You can't. What are you gonna do? You're a character that's a rushdown. He can just keep you out of rushdown. What are you going to do? What mechanics do you have to deal with long range? You don't have anything. The only reason why he's so good is because his pokes are so good, because there's not much in terms of dealing with his bullshit. You literally can just poke to death. Like, he's like a Dalsum, basically. He's like Dalsuming, zoning you out and not letting you get in. Just doing single pokes and just, that's it. And occasionally, if you block too much, he grabs you. He does that unblockable grab. It's simple. There's not much to it. That's why he's good. there's not a lot of stuff. There's not many options for you to deal with it. You just got to be like, you just take it, or hopefully it makes a mistake. See, at least with Exert, you had more momentum options. You had, Blitz Shield. You had more. You just had options. You had ways to deal with the bullshit. Yeah, Axel and Exert is a lot more. I think Axel and Exert is definitely a lot more strategic, and he's in the hands of a master. He is scary. But yeah, fucking Strive Axel's boring, man. He's literally just like two or three normals, and that's all you do with him. And the occasional super. Oh, look, reversal super. Like, oh boy. It's just so script kitty, you know? It's just it's such a basic template, and it works. Because that's what the options you have available. I mean, what else are you gonna do? There's no other options. There's nothing for you. There's nothing to do to get around those options. And like I said, I don't really see how they're gonna make the game better. All I think they're gonna do is they're just gonna add characters and just change slight one frame timings on moves. That's all they're gonna do. I don't see anything more than that. I really don't see them changing the gameplay. I don't see them, we're going to make it more like the previous game. I don't see that happening. I just don't see it happening. I'm not holding my breath. I mean, next month they're going to show the next character along with the gameplay reveal. The next patch, the major patch, which is the big patch, whatever it's going to be, which I have no faith in. I'll check it out for sure. And if it's Jam, I'll play it because I want to see how Jam plays in the new patch, but I'm just not anticipating anything. I think Jam, if she is the next character, she's going to be lackluster as hell. I can already tell you what she's going to have, what she's going to be missing. She's not going to bring much to the table. She's just going to be kind of like a basic bitch Chun-Li character. Just really basic stuff. It's like, oh boy, she plays like Chun-Li, but even more basic. Like hell, even Street Fighter V's Chun-Li is more complicated probably than her. And it's funny when you got Street Fighter V is more complicated than Guilty Gear. Street Fighter was never like that complicated. But now it's like, I actually gotta give credit. Street Fighter V is a deeper game. It is. There's more options in Street Fighter V. There's more combos in Street Fighter V. There's just more to do in Street Fighter V compared to compared to Strive. Strive just has less. Like I said, without the Roman cancel, Strive is fucking boring. Like, ultimate boring. The pinnacle of boring. The Roman cancel is the only time the game becomes interesting. And it just doesn't happen enough. It really doesn't. It's such a limited amount of interaction. It's a limited occurrence that happens, and the game matches end too fast, and it's just too much neutral. You play it like a Street Fighter game. Well, I mean, Street Fighter V, when it first came out, was a piece of shit. Now it's been out so long, it's evolved so much, but it's also does try new things. I'll give it credit. I mean, Rival School, fucking Akira is such a weird character in there. She is her own style character. So, and the combos I think are actually more interesting in that game than Guilty Gear. And the damage is stupid. Damage on fucking Street Fighter V is, normal, whereas Guilty Gear is just retarded. But yeah, I know how you feel, man. We have a like mindset. We both feel the same way. We're like we want to love Guilty Gear, but we can't. And you know, at least you're being honest with yourself. You're not lying to yourself and pretending like you like it. Because I don't want to pretend like I like it because I don't like it. And you know, I'm not gonna just like it because everybody else likes it. That's just not me. I refuse to. I'm not going to invest any time into it. I'm not going to tell people it's good because it's not. You know, it's a bad game to me. It's a terrible game. There's nothing going for it. It's just uninteresting as hell. Exactly. My love is now to another. My love is going to Melty Blood. That's where my heart belongs now. I'm sorry, Guilty Gear had its chance. Now I'm going to Melty. Like, sorry, Melty. I mean, sorry, Guilty Gear. I'm jumping ship. I jumped ship weeks ago. But I have a feeling a lot of people, you know, I'd be shocked and happy at the same time if a lot of people jump to Melty after realizing how good it is, and then if it's just a smash hit where everybody said, "Dude, it's a good game." Like, "Oh shit, it's so much fun." Oh, the netcode's amazing. The lobbies are amazing. You know, I would love to have Melty just shove it up Strive's ass. That would be such a great feeling, and I'd be like, it's like, God, it's just like justice has been served. I would love that so much, just to see where I'm like, Guilty Gear Strive has just got served. That would be, I mean, that's wishful thinking. I don't think it's going to happen. But if it did, oh man, hallelujah, dude. I'd be so happy. It's like, wow, people see the light. Realize that Strive is a shitty game. And, you know, they say Melty's better. You know, that would be funny if Melty actually took the game, took everything by storm, and actually became popular and interesting, and it actually was a crowd. Like, it's actually like, I would love to see, like, Melty Blood sells 500,000 copies. I would love to see French Bread announce that, and just be, I can imagine how happy they would be. Like, oh my god, you really like our game. I mean, that's cool. I mean, I would love to see that. Be like, fuck yeah. Like, fuck yeah. That's awesome, dude. Like, bravo. You know, that would be so fucking, like, you deserve it. You know, people showing the love. Oh, I don't think so either. I think a lot of people are going to hate Melty because it's hard. I think people are going to get scared. That's why. I think a lot of people are going to be terrified of Melty. I really do agree with that. I think people are going to get heavily intimidated by it. They'll be like, I can't play this game. It's too hard. It's like, just play, man. Just learn. Like, oh my god. Stop saying you can't do it, you know, especially if you play fighting games. If you like it, try it, you know, learn it. That's part of the fun, is learning. If you really like a game, you will learn it even if it's hard, because you enjoy it. The learning process, it will come to you. You'll see results over time. But as long as you're having fun when you're learning, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you're fucking a pro player. I think a lot of people like state like they can't enjoy a game unless they're like stupid good at it. I'm like, no, that comes with time. That comes with dedication. That comes with learning. That comes with practice. You will get good at something if you're passionate about it. Believe me, you will. Of course, there's that self-doubt. We all doubt ourselves. I doubt myself a lot. And I beat myself up more than anybody else does. I always been that way. I've always been have low self-esteem. That's just human nature for some people. But I realize that I know I can do it because I've done it before. I've played in tournaments, so I know I can be a tournament player if I'm very dedicated. Believe me, I can be one. So it's just, it depends how bad you want it. Obviously, as I'm getting older, I'm not as interested in that. It's more just the experience for me. It's not really being good at something. But I guess I just want to be good enough that I'm satisfied with myself. That's good enough for me. But but if I try my best and I'm not feeling it, I'm just not feeling it. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's say you have the drive to become better and you keep at it. Yeah, trust me, you'll get better. You will, as long as you love it. You will get better. Passion fuels success. I agree. I believe in that strongly. You don't know the meaning of the word quit when you have passion on your side. And I was passionate about Million Arthur. You know, I think if I would have joined a Million Arthur tournament at my peak, I think I could have won tournaments or gotten top 5 or top 10. I think I could have. I believe I could. I probably wouldn't win, but I would get. I think people would notice me. They would see me play and be like, "Oh man, this guy's pretty good." Like, because I do same thing with Nitro Plus. Nitro Plus, I think I could have. If I went to Evo back in 2017 or 2018, if I was at Evo and I participated in Nitro Plus Blaster tournament, I think I could have placed top 5. I really believe that. Because one of the guys who played in that tournament, I actually played online. He was like one of the best Ethicas in the world. I actually played him, and I almost beat him. Like even the guy, he friended me because he was like impressed with how good I was, and I was like, yeah. So I know I'm capable. It's just I have to, but I have to have the drive to do it. I have no drive to do it. I ain't gonna care. I won't get good at something if I have no drive. I'm not gonna invest my energy in something I don't care about. But maybe Melty Blood will spark that drive in me again, where I just go to town and I'm just like dissecting the game, practicing, learning, enjoying the learning process, enjoying picking up new characters. Where I'm just like, oh man, like you never know. It might just strike a chord with me in a way where, like, oh my god, I haven't felt like this in years. It might. It's possible. I mean, I'll get to that level. If I get to that level, man, you're gonna see the beast awaken. That's all I'm gonna see. You're gonna see my true potential come out, because then it's like, okay, I actually care now. I'm actually gonna try now. Because I'll be honest, I think a lot of times I hold back because of lack of interest and self doubt. I definitely suppressing my skill because I don't have interest to do it, and I don't think I can. But when I'm in the mood and I'm all the way, no holds barred, man, watch out. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch out. I'm a tiger. I will come at you hard, and I will not. I'm relentless, and I don't show any fear. That's one thing I am. Like, I'm very stubborn. Like, I don't care if I have no health. I will come at your ass, and I will be very careful what I'm doing. I'm very analytical when I'm focused. I will watch what you're doing. I'll study your habits. I'll use a lot of confusing mix-ups, and I'll do stuff that you don't normally see. I'll make you think. I'm definitely going to get in your head. I love doing that. I love playing mind games. Like, I love, if I can literally break you down and where you're just flustered because you don't know what to do against me because I'm just so unpredictable. Yeah, that's where I'm like, yep, I got you where I want you now. Oh, let me see where it comes up first. I need to play it, dude. I can't commit to something I don't know how we're gonna go. Let me see what Melty. I need to sit down and get in the zone and see how well I get into it. I mean, I'll give you guys my opinion. Believe me, when we're playing on stream, I'm going to be very vocal. So I will tell you how I feel. Like, how do you feel like when you play this game? And I'll be like, I could tell you, it's good. Oh man, it's fucking godly. I'll tell you how I feel, and let's see how long the passion lasts. If you see me where a lot of times you want to tell I'm really interested in something, I don't talk. I am like my eyes glued to the TV and I am like tunnel vision. Then I'm really interested in what I'm playing. Because I'm too focused on what I'm doing and I don't focus on the chat. So if I get really quiet, that's usually because I'm really focused. Turn the weekend some melty at 6 in the morning. Yeah, for me, when I play Melty, like I said, right after work on Wednesday at 2 p.m., I'm going to rush right on and start training. And I'll be probably talking for hours and be like, all right, guys, game helmets, get those game helmets on. Like, it's showtime. And I'll just sit down and enjoy my characters and learn them. I'll first pick up Miyako and play her for like 30 minutes to an hour. Then I'll switch over to my next character. I'll switch over to this, Kohaku, and then switch over to Hisui, and then switch over to Arquid. And then at that point, I'd be like, okay, I got who I want to play. Let's try online and see how it feels. And then we'll go from there. That's probably what I'm going to do. And then if it's a home run hit, the online's amazing, I'd be like, oh man, I think I got my game. And then obviously on Friday, I'm going to go ham. Probably play for like 6 hours straight. 6, 7 hours just diving into Melty. And then Friday, it'll be the same thing. I'm sorry. Thursday will be, I play for 6 hours. Friday, I'll probably play for like 8. Because I do have to go to bed early on Friday because I got to get up help my mom with garage sale. So I will be really tired. So I probably will play till like midnight, and then I got to go to bed. I got to get up at 6 in the morning, go help my mom. And then I'll be done by 1. I'll probably come home, take a nap, and then jump back on around 6 and play Melty all night. We'll see, and then I'll probably upload the soundtrack for you guys if somebody else hasn't done it. Because I do want the soundtrack. Because I've been listening to the soundtrack in the previews, and I'm like, man, the soundtrack is so fucking lit, dude. I'm so pumped to hear the music. The music just sounds amazing. I like the music more in Melty than I do Guilty Gear Strive. I'm not kidding. There are so many bangers in fucking Melty Blood. Like, I love the training music. I love Volov's theme. Like, there's some hardcore. I love Miyako's theme. Like, there's some good songs. Like, they're really fucking good. And there's a lot of variation. There's not many songs in there I heard that I didn't feel anywhere bad. Like, there's some that are good. Like, good is like, like a 7. Like, it's solid. And then there's some that's like, damn, that's a 9. 10 is rare. I don't give 10s. I usually give 9.5s. You can't get me in a perfect score. I'm just not the kind of guy that gives 10s. Yeah, the music in general is just good. It just sounds, it's very melty, but it's very energetic. Got a lot of variation in the themes. They're very pumped. You can definitely fight to them. But yeah, it's ultimately though, it's one of those. I want to be engaged. when I'm fighting somebody that there's a constant exchange between you and your opponent, where you feel you're having a real conversation with each other. That's what I like. It's nice when you're both playing, you're both very good at the game, you're both doing stuff, you're reading each other, you're there, everything you do feels meaningful. You play mind games with the opponent, they play mind games with you. There's definitely a conversation going on. So, and that's people like to see that. They want to say, "Oh man, there's so much going on," and they want to see a good match where they're just like, "Oh man, these guys really know what they're doing." And it feels good. You feel good about yourself because people praise you and they look up to you because they know that you're actually really skilled. That's how I felt when I used to play like Guilty Gear Xrd. People looked up to me because people would see me play and they're like, "Damn, you're really good at this game. Like you barely played and you're already like one of the top players online." I'm like, "Yeah, because I'm passionate about the game. That's why I'm good at it." But if I'm not passionate, you won't see anything come out of me. I'm like, it's whatever. You just won't see me try because it's just more of a lack of interest. Strive, it was good for like a day because I'm like, okay, maybe there's more than meets the eye here. And then I was realizing that there really isn't. So my drive, I didn't care if I won or lost. My friend would play me, just bully me because I just didn't care. And I told him, I was like, dude, I'm just not feeling this game. I don't feel anything. I feel empty. And he's like loving it because because he likes Street Fighter. He's like, oh man, I liked how like if footsies and neutral and it's you don't need to know combos to get shit done. I'm like, well, that's for you, man. This game's for you. It's not for me. And we played 10 matches and I was just done. I was like, all right, whatever. Cool, good games. You just see there's no interest. I had no desire to learn or play. And I felt like I was just throwing matches because I just had no passion, no drive. It's like almost seeing somebody just suck the life out of them. They're just like, wow, never seen someone so, like, depressed. Like, yeah, I was. The game depresses me. It really does. Brings out my really, like, negative, unenergetic side. So that's probably why a lot of people don't talk to me anymore because of stuff like that. Because you don't see my spunky side. I don't show my spunky side much anymore. The only time you see me get spunky is when I'm really into what I'm playing. Like, the last game I was, like, really spunky, a fighting game, was Million Arthur. Million Arthur, I was super passionate. That was my last time I was passionate about a fighting game. After that, my interest waned so bad. Glam Blue killed it for me. DBZ didn't care. Cross Type Battle was a disgusting game. And then Strive was just the worst of it all. That's the thing. Out of all those games, Strive was the least enjoyable. That's sad, too. That's sad. I'd rather play Grand Blue than Strive. And Grand Blue is terrible. That's how so much Strive, how disappointing Strive is. I'd rather play Grand Blue, and I don't even want to play Grand Blue. I'd rather play Cross Tag Battle. And I hate Cross Tag Battle. I think Cross Tag Battle is like garbage tier. It's the only reason I like it is because of the characters and the music. But other than that, give two shits less about the game. Yeah, I will say, I think Melty will bring it back. Definitely Crosscode will bring it back. Crosscode will definitely rock my socks off. And then maybe, what do you call it? DNF Duel. Maybe. Keyword, maybe. I still haven't seen more about that game. I would like to play it, see what it plays like, but I have a feeling it's going to be another Grand Blue game. And if it's another Grand Blue game, I'm done. I'd be like, nope, pass, hard pass. That'll be a hard pass if it's Grand Blue. I don't want another Grand Blue. I'm done with Grand Blue. Grand Blue is just this. I bought that game and refunded it the same day. That was what, I bought it from Steam. I played it for less than 2 hours, and I was like, I'm done with this shit. Refund. Give me back my money. Game is trash. If you see my review of Grand Blue on the website, I gave it like a 6.5 or something, or 7. Just said mediocre Street Fighter clone. It's Super Turbo. That's all it is. Super Turbo with slightly extra mechanics, like rolling and instant guarding. I'm like, other than that, it's Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So many games just seem to copy that template. Just Street Fighter is just, there's so many fighting games that want to be Street Fighter. They take after Street Fighter's model and they slightly change it. Just a little. For the core of Street Fighter, and then it's just, oh, we added a little pinch of salt here and a dash of pepper. And it's like, okay, it's different enough. And then I look at the core gameplay, I'm like, it's Street Fighter, dude. You play it like Street Fighter. It doesn't play like any other game. It plays like Street Fighter. And then people argue with me, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just bad at video games. I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever. You delusional, man. People are, they're so ignorant. The plebes, man. There's so many plebes. But yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week though. Having 3 days off. It's gonna be nice. I'm trying to get some extra time off before the hectic work comes back. I want to relax and enjoy a video game I actually care about. So I'm just waiting on Melty Blood, man. I'm getting excited. I'm getting in. I want to get invested in something. I want to put my energy into something. I want to be stimulated. What is my motivation? I lost my mojo. I need my mojo back. I miss my mojo. Yeah, man. I need my fighting game mojo back. I may be 41 years old, but I know I still got it. It's just you have to get me through that to stimulation. That stimulation needs to kick in. Once you kick it in, it's over. The beast has been unleashed with me. Then you will see the true potential I show. But until that point happens, you're just not gonna see it. It needs to. I need motivation. I just need it. I need it. I need it. What is my motivation? So hopefully that it is the case. Ooh. Oh man. Yeah, it just sucks that it's just one game I'm looking forward to. There's really not much else. So it's the one game. I wish there was multiple, but I'll take. Yeah, rip GG, man. Very truth, man. Rip Guilty Gear. Rest in peace. Guilty Gear died that day. And it's never coming back. And again, I'm not the only person that feels the same way. Like I have people I know that feel just like I do. And they're just, you can just see the life was just ripped out of them. They're like, what the fuck is this game? What happened? They're having so much faith in the game, and then they realize what a piece of crap it is. You know, it's funny too. One thing I noticed on all my friends list on for Guilty Gear Strive, people that have the game, the time spent played is pretty similar. It's like me, like I stopped at 36 hours. My friend is 36 hours. 35 for Comic Man, 20 to 17, 16. High end is like 50. Numaki's played it the most. And even then, that's low for him. Because then you look at Revelator, it's like, 189. 571, that's crazy. 83. 67, 68, 60, 69, 14, that's surprising. Thought he had more than that. That's kind of weird. But yeah, definitely the highs are a lot lower. So highest I know somebody's 50 hours. That's the most. Yeah, I'm stuck at 636. I think 36 was too much. I'm surprised I lasted that long. I thought I mean, honestly, I figured it'd be about 20. But I played for like 3 days. That's 3 days worth of game time. Maybe 4. The only reason why some of it was longer because of the ripping of the music. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably shave off a few hours. And I didn't do any combo videos because there's nothing to lab. There's nothing to combo video for because combo videos in this game there's no point making them unless you're using Soul. Soul's the only character that can really go bananas. But yeah, again, don't know, don't care. Melty Blood, come save the soul. Give me what I want. Save me from this dark game. Make me a believer. Yeah, KOF too. KOF looks good. I mean, I'm not gonna say KOF is gonna be on the same level as Melty Blood by any means. It's not. But, yeah, I would say I have more faith in KOF than Guilty Gear for sure. But even then, I probably wouldn't really like. I'll play it. Probably I'll get it, maybe. But I'm not gonna be like, oh my fucking god, it's gonna be on the same level as Melty Blood. No, it won't. Not even close. Yeah, Melty Blood just needs to appear in my life. Like I said, we're 8 days away. It's just 8. It's only 8 days. It's not long. It's not far away. It's really not. 8 days is gonna come so fast. It's just I'm waiting. What time on this day is going to come out? When is it going to come out? Is it going to be right at midnight on the 30th? Is it going to be 8 a.m.? Is it going to... It could be Wednesday. It's possible it might come out Wednesday. I don't know. We will see. I don't know yet. Right now, I'm just waiting to see what do we expect from this game. So we'll see. I'm just patiently waiting. Lizzie talking about the day 2 tier list because he's playing Obama. Yeah. I just want to play it. I just want to have this game in my possession and just learning and enjoying it. And just experimenting, figuring out the mechanics, figuring out how things link together, how things work. Just really getting to understand the game and just seeing what I can do. To 100. Yeah, for me, I just want to learn the game. That's all I want. That's first day, man. All I'm gonna do is lab. I'm gonna lab and just figure shit out. Do the training mode tutorials. Just figure out how the game works. Figure out all the intricacies, all the little neat things that you can do. I have a lot of friends that want to play this game. That's a good thing too. I got like 3 or 4 friends that are really interested in this game. So I got some people who are like, they're not even fighting game players, and they're pretty excited about it. At least one of my friends, his name's Sir Hawk, at first he was all hyped about Guilty Gear Strive, but I think his opinion changed a bit over a little bit of time. Now he doesn't seem very interested in it anymore. He said this looks a lot more hype. I was like, because I was showing him what you can do in this game. Like, oh man, this thing. The minute he said, oh my god, this game's got parries, I was like, you could tell his eyes, like, he ain't gonna lie, he got a little excited when he saw parrying. I was like, yeah, parrying, dude. Parrying's always good. Parry is always hype mechanic. And the parry reminded me of Guilty Gear Xrd. I was like, oh my god, it's Guilty Gear Xrd parrying. It's got Blitz Shield. It's not exactly Blitz Shield. It's more like Nitro Plus Blaster's parrying. It's shielding. It's almost exactly like Melt Knight. The only thing is there's no follow-up between the parries, where Nitro Plus doesn't have that. But it functions the same way. So if you parry somebody, it goes into a mind game. So both sides reset their neutral, and then either side can do something. They can parry again, they can attack, do a special move, a super move. So there was a lot of mind games with the parry. You had to respect, when someone parried, because okay, I got to be careful, because if I choose wrong, I'm going to get killed. So it became a guessing game. And some people, you could tell they were like, oh man, this can get dangerous. It's like, yep. Especially with somebody that knows the options and they're not afraid to get in your face. They'll challenge you. I think that's probably one of the scariest things, when you find somebody that actually can challenge your stuff and not be afraid of what you're doing. I think that's a big thing, because then they get nervous because you're being oppressive. Because even though you're on the defensive, the fact that you're challenging and getting through it, that I know intimidates people, because they're like, oh, this guy, oh, he's like, oh man, I didn't think he was going to do that. Especially when you parry something like crazy and then you get through all the offense and like, holy crap, he's coming in and he's not stopping. Like he's not stopping. He's like he's a madman. Like what's wrong with this guy? I'm like, no fear, man. No fear, man. Heart of the got the eye of the tiger, man. Got a heart of a lion. I come at you, I'm gonna devour you. And I know people when they watch you play like that and they see how aggressive you are, and that you're actually like what my friend says, he calls it reverse turtling. I thought that was funny because he says you rush and you block, like you get oppressive and you're defensive while you do it. Like you'll just run up to somebody and get defensive while you're rushing people. And he said that's so weird how you play like that. It's like this like psych out bullshit because you think I'm just gonna brain dead hit buttons and I don't do that. I'm just getting in your face and fucking with you because I want you to flinch. And I'm just being like a passive, kind of like a passive aggressive. But we'll see. I'm curious how my gameplay style works in this game. I gotta see how I mold myself. I think my gameplay style works really well in this game. I think I'll feel just at home. This game it obviously respects offense more than defense. Like defense is very important, but I think offense is really the shining factor here. It's like Guilty Gear is supposed to be about offense, you know, but you do have to have a level of defense. You can't just be brain dead and not think and not worry about being challenged. Because again, you find somebody that knows how to get through your shit. It's like, okay, I'm scared. But yeah, the thing, I ain't gonna lie, if I find out some crazy combos and I'm busting that shit online, people are watching me, and people get all hyped, like, oh man, look at that sick combos. I was like, yep. You know, I ain't gonna lie, that gets me excited. Because not only am I putting on a good show, people they're entertained when I'm playing because I'm actually trying, and they're not just seeing somebody just do the same old bread and butter. So I know people get bored when they see that. They just watch somebody just do the same old B&B all day, and it's just like, oh man, are you gonna do anything else but the B&B? I'm like, yeah. It's like that gets boring. That's what beginners do. They usually just do their one combo. And they revolve their whole strategy around that one combo. And me, it's like, no, I want to do fucking like 50 different combos because it's more interesting that way. But that's when you actually understand the engine at a deep level, when you really know how to play. And it shows when you watch somebody play. You can be like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. Or this guy, oh man, this guy's like showing us weird shit. Like he's actually trying. People can tell when somebody's trying. When they actually say, oh, you're actually trying to learn. You're not just doing the same old shit that everybody else does. So. But, anywho's, it's 4:30 right now. I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I'm getting tired. I'm falling asleep. Oh, my sleepy schedule has been so fucked up lately. I have been sleeping very poorly. So. I need to get back on track with my sleep schedule. Like I said, I've been sleeping really bad lately. Last night I couldn't even sleep at all. I was literally just laying in my bed and not sleeping. I didn't fall asleep till like 8 in the morning, and I went to bed at like 5. No, actually I went to bed at like 4:30, and I could not sleep for like 3.5 hours. I'm just tossing and turning, and I wasn't tired. I was like, oh my god, my brain was just wide awake, and now I'm dozing off now. I need to get back on my sleep schedule because my sleep schedule's been so fucked up the last week. I hate when I don't get enough sleep, then I start dozing off at work. take naps during lunch, and I'm like, oh my god, and it screws with my lunch, and it screws with my sleeping even more. So it's like, oh god, it sucks. Need to get back on schedule. Sleep my usual 7-8 hours. I just want to have my nice beauty sleep. It's like just, and then I'm rested. I don't fall asleep during work. I'm focused. I can. It's nice to have a good night's sleep. But yeah, lately last week it's been pretty bad. Like I'll be sleeping 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I'll take a nap the other day on I think Saturday when I came home from hanging out with my friends, I fell asleep from like 11 to like 3, and then I woke up, and I didn't think I was going to take that long of a nap, and then I was like, fucked, and because I didn't play Genshin yet, and I was like, oh, I need to play Genshin, do my dailies. And then I was wide awake after that point. I couldn't sleep, and I was like, oh boy, great. I did my dailies. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I can't sleep. So I literally just stood in bed till like 8 in the morning. I dozed off for like 2 hours, and I was wide awake after that. And I was like, well, can't go back to sleep. I'm gonna just stay up now. And I felt tired, even though I was not tired. Like mentally, I felt drained, but I could not sleep because my mind was awake. So I have to wait till the next night to get sleepy again. There's times where I get sleepy during the day, so I want to take a nap. And then the nap, doesn't help me because it fucks with my sleep schedule again. It's a shitty feeling, man. I wish I could get back on my sleeping schedule. Usually I like to get tired by 5 o'clock, knock out, and then get up around 12 or 1. Get my at least 7 hours. 7 hours is like enough for me. 8 is if I want to sleep really good, but 7 is good. 7's solid for me. If I sleep 7 hours undisturbed, I'm pretty rested. And I usually don't take naps if I do that. But if I don't sleep continuous 7 hours and I sleep like 2 hours here and 1 hour there, yeah, I'm still exhausted. The only way I get out of the slump is if I physically do a bunch of stuff and get myself like worked up, get the blood pumping. That's the only time I wake up, and then after that kind of ends, and I'm back to falling asleep again because I'm tired. Oh man, get me back on my sleep schedule, man. I want my sleep. Please let me sleep normally. I want to go back to bed. But, anywho's, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back on tomorrow. It's gonna be just the usual shit. So, yeah, I'm just gonna play, Genshin for a short period. Just probably till 4 or something. I'm gonna try not to nap today. I'm trying to get the whole day where I stay up for like 18 hours straight and not sleep. And then that way I get tired and start getting back on my regimen. I need to get back on that shit. It's also probably poor eating too. I haven't been eating good. So I need to get back on I'm trying to get back on my exercise, which I'm going to start doing again today. Go walking for 30 minutes. It's so hot though. It's like, it was 98 today, and walking in that heat is not a good idea. I was like, yeah, I don't think I should walk in 98-degree weather. I'm probably going to get exhausted and not feel good. So I was like, let me wait till tomorrow. I'm going to be cool with. So when it's like in the 80s, 70s, like I enjoy a good walk, get some fresh air. What's up, you bankster? Oh man, nah, it's not yet, dude. It comes out in a week. It comes out in 8 days, next Thursday. So it's not out yet. So I'm just waiting. So they're gonna tomorrow. Today they're supposed to announce the last trailer. the last character trailer, and then they're gonna reveal it on Thursday. So we'll probably get an announcement probably in the evening. They'll probably say, okay, last trailer's coming out tomorrow. Get ready for the last character. And then they'll reveal the last character tomorrow. Then I'll make the wallpaper. I'll show it to, we'll probably check out the trailer tomorrow. Along with the, probably more character gameplay videos. But yeah, next Thursday is the release date. It technically comes out next Wednesday because it's, Japan time. So the 30th in Japan, which is technically Wednesday, our time. So it's technically a week away. But I don't know if Steam is going to get it on Wednesday or Thursday. More than likely, it's probably going to come out Thursday, probably midnight. Wednesday into Thursday at midnight. That's my guess. Unless there's some magical technical snag where they have a fuck up. Which is possible. So more than likely, when I get off work at 2 in the morning on Wednesday/Thursday, I'll probably be playing it that night. I'm probably going to skip my Genshin, or just log into my Genshin dailies really quick. Just log in, get my resin done and dailies, and then switch to Melty really quick. I won't even stream Melty. Genshin. Literally just run in, quick 15 minutes, get that shit done. Okay, log off. I don't know. We don't know the last character yet. It's not been revealed yet. So, we don't know. Nobody knows who it is. So, we'll know. They will reveal tomorrow the trailer, basically saying, here's the trailer's going to be out the date. They're basically just going to announce that the trailer's coming out Thursday. Get ready. That's what they're going to declare. They do this every week. So, today will be the announcement for the trailer. And then Thursday will be the actual trailer. So we won't know till Thursday. So we'll know in probably 36 hours. We'll probably find out. Because usually it's early evening or late evening, early night that they'll reveal it on Thursday. So we'll find out who the last character is. But again, I don't know yet. So there's just speculation. People think it's Saber from Fate's Day Night as the guest character. But we don't know. That could be a lie. It could be a returning character. I would hope it's Satsuki. I would be super happy if it's Satsuki, because I'm totally playing her if it's Satsuki. But we'll see. We don't know yet. It's still up in the air. We don't know. We will find out tomorrow. So, trailer will probably be revealed probably 7 o'clock at night. They'll say, hey, this is the trailer, it's coming out, get ready to watch it tomorrow. And that'll be the last trailer, and then the game comes out. So, and hopefully the launch is smooth. I hope so. I hope the launch is smooth. I hope it's not a disaster. But anywho's, Evangster, he came a bit late. I'm about to crash right now. I'm trying to get back on my sleep schedule. I'm really tired right now. I've been sleeping really poorly lately. I've been tossing and turning so much in bed. So I've been literally I've literally just been laying in my bed and not sleeping. I'll stay up for 4 hours straight, not get a wink of sleep. And then I don't knock out until then, and then I only sleep for a few hours, and I'm tired. So I'm right now actually legit tired. I'm actually falling asleep as I'm talking to you. So I need to get some sleep. I'm trying to get back on my normal sleep schedule. I want to feel tired when I go to bed. That way I sleep a nice healthy 7 hours. I'm rested. I don't feel groggy. So I'm trying to get back on that. Hopefully get back on my sleep. And then I have 3 days off next week from work. I scheduled time off for Melty Blood. So I'll be off Thursday, Friday, and Saturday next week. So I got Friday, Saturday off this week, and then I got Thursday, Friday, Saturday off next week. So I'm gonna, like I said, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm getting burned out too from work. I need to take some time off. I need to go do something, man, because I'm like mentally just drained. I actually went out with my friends last week, and it was nice just to get out of the house and go do something because I haven't really been doing much other than staying home. So even my dad's been bought. That's why we're gonna go watch a movie on Thursday. I just need to get my mental health better because I hate being home all the time. So it's good to get out of the door, get some fresh air, go do something else other than being inside watching TV. So it kind of stimulates me a bit so I don't feel so like out of it. So, but hopefully the 3 days off next week I feel better. Kind of reinvigorate me a bit. And plus I'm playing a game I really, really want to play. So hopefully that'll stimulate me. So I'm glad I took 3 days off. I mean, I deserve it. I have plenty of time off. I have, I have a lot of time off, so I can use it. But anyways, you have a good one, you Bankster. Everybody else, thanks for watching. Again, I would like to stay up, but I really need to get some rest. So I'll be on tomorrow. We'll probably watch the trailers for the new characters, the new gameplay footage. Just chill for a bit. I'm not going to really do much tomorrow. It's just going to be a very basic stream with Genshin. Not very much going on. And then Friday, we're going to finish up. I'm going to try to finish up Ease 9. So it's done. I can put it away, uninstall it. And then Saturday, I'm probably not going to stream much because I have a party. I'm going to be busy most of the day. And then I probably won't be on till like late, or like 12. And then it's just going to be Genshin for that. So probably like 3 hours and I'm going to go to sleep. And next week is Melty, so let's get that hype train going. So, anyways, you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys later. You guys take care. Have a good one. Good night. Peace out.